What's up, legends? Benchmark Bets is back, and today I've locked in 4 NBA picks. So buckle up, I've done the homework. Let's hit these and stack these wins. Before we jump into today's picks, let's do a quick recap of yesterday's NBA plays. Unfortunately, we went 0-1 and also 1 void. We had Domantas Sabonis over 9.5 rebounds. He started the game hot with 5 rebounds early, but then only managed 2 rebounds over the next 2 quarters. Great start, just a tough beat overall. Then we had Triple J over 27.5 points and rebounds, but that one gets voided due to the game being postponed. So for the month, we're currently down 3.99 units with a 46.15% win rate. Not where we want to be, but we've still got time. Let's lock in and get into the green before the end of the month. As always, I use PropsMadness, the best tool out there for player prop analysis. If you want to try it out for yourself, hit the link in the description below and grab a nice juicy discount on your first purchase. So for the first pick, we're starting with the early game between the Pacers and the Hawks, and I'm going with Jalen Johnson over 18.5 rebounds and assists. So for the season, he's over this line in 22 out of 43 games, averaging 18.5 rebounds and assists. So when he's not playing alongside Porzingis and also Trae Young, he's over this line in 11 out of 20 games, averaging 19.8 rebounds and assists. And if you also filter in his expected minutes, he's over this line in 10 out of 18 games, averaging 20.3 rebounds and assists. So for the season, the Pacers are giving up the 9th most rebounds and assists to his position. So when you also filter in the weak defense for rebounds allowed to his position, he's over this line in 4 out of 6 games, averaging 22.3 rebounds and assists. This sets up as a really nice, clean matchup for Jalen Johnson today. If you can't get 18.5 rebounds and assists, either take the 19.5 or pivot to the over 11.5 rebounds. This one is at plus money, and also the Pacers give up the 3rd most amount of rebounds for the season and also the 2nd most amount of rebounds to his position. Liking both plays, mostly will take both at the end. And then for my next 2 picks, going with the next early game between the Grizzlies and the Rockets. And the first one I'm going with is Alperen Sengun over 15.5 rebounds and assists. So for the season, he's over this line in 21 out of 36 games, averaging 15.4 rebounds and assists. Sengun is expected to play around 34 minutes today, so when he plays between 31 and 37 minutes, he's over this line in 12 out of 18 games, averaging 17.1 rebounds and assists. Also, when he does play with Durant, it gets even better. He's over this line in 12 out of 16 games, averaging 17.1 rebounds and assists. Also, the Grizzlies are mid-tier for defending rebounds and assists to his position. So when you get rid of the top 10 defense and also the bottom 10 defense, he's over this line in 5 out of 6 games, averaging 18.2 rebounds and assists. Another really nice spot for Sengun today. And then for the second pick in this game, I'm going with Tari Eason over 17.5 points and rebounds. I still like this at 18.5, but if you can get 17.5, that's even better. So for the season, he's over this line in 13 out of 23 games, averaging 17.8 points and rebounds. So without Steven Adams, everything improves. His minutes increase, and also his field goal attempts increase, and also his rebounds increase. And then with Adams out of the lineup, he's over this line in 5 out of 6 games, averaging 21.2 points and rebounds. Also, for the season, the Grizzlies are giving up the 10th most points and rebounds to his position, making this another great matchup. And then for the 4th and final pick, heading to the Blazers and the Celtics game, and I'm going with Toumani Camara over 2.5 threes. So, for the season, he's over this line in 24 out of 46 games, averaging 2.5 threes per game. In games where he plays alongside Drew Holiday, Jeremy Grant, and also Shaedon Sharpe, he's over this line in 9 out of 16 games, averaging 2.3 threes per game. Now here's where it gets juicy. So for the season, the Celtics are allowing the second most amount of threes and also the fourth amount of catch and shoot threes. So when you filter in the weak defense plus the lineup conditions for both of these, he's over this line 100% of the time, averaging 3 threes per game. Another spot that I'm loving. So that's pretty much it for the main picks. Let's have a look at some other picks that I'm liking. So let's stay in this matchup and go with Jaylen Brown over 29.5 points. So for the season, he's over this line in 25 out of 42 games, averaging 29.8 points. He's expected to play around 36 minutes today, so when he plays between 32 to 40 minutes, he's over this line in 22 out of 33 games, averaging 30.9 points. Also, the Blazers give up the third most amount of points in the mid-range, where Brown loves to score 21% of his points. So when you filter in the mid-range for weak defenses as well, he's over this line in 6 out of 10 games, averaging 32 points. As you can see from the graph, his minutes increases, also his usage rate increases, and his field goal attempts increases. That's why his points increase as well. And then for the final pick I'm liking, heading to the Lakers and the Bulls game, and I'm going with Josh Giddey over 7.5 assists, which was at plus money. I think you can still get it plus money at the moment. Yes, you can. So for the season, he's over this line in 19 out of 32 games, averaging 8.9 assists. The Lakers allow the 10th most assists in the league. So when you filter in the weak defenses for assists allowed, he's over this line in 15 out of 20 games, averaging 10.1 assists. Also, he's expected to play around 27 minutes today. So when you filter in his expected minutes, he's over this line in 5 out of 7 games, averaging 9.6 assists. Another play that I'm liking, and that is the final play. If you made it this far, I am starting a ladder challenge, so this will be day 1. The bet will be in the top right hand corner here, but let's go through the plays. So the first one is Jalen Johnson for 9+ rebounds. With those guys playing, he's over this line in 15 and 20 games, averaging 11.3 rebounds. As I was saying before, he does have a very soft rebounding matchup here today, so I definitely can see him getting the 9 rebounds. Then for the next leg, I was going with Alperen Sengun for 4 assists. So without Steven Adams in the matchup, he's over this line in 7 out of 10 games, averaging 6 assists. And also when he plays with Durant, he's over this line in 17 out of 21 games, averaging 5.9 assists. He does have a weak matchup here today. The Grizzlies allow the 4th most assists to his position. And then finally for the last one, going with Anthony Edwards for 24+ points. So for the season, he's over this line in 26 out of 34 games, averaging 29.7 points. He has firsts. So when he's versus the Warriors all time, he's gone over this line in 6 out of 12 games, averaging 25.9 points. However, he does have a very nice matchup here today. His field goal attempts have increased by a lot, and also his minutes increase has been huge. You can definitely see him scoring 24 points here against a pretty weak defense against the Warriors. So that's it for today's picks. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And comment down below if you're riding along with the ladder challenge. As always, stay safe, good luck with your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video. Laters.